What's going on, guys? So I am out here in Middlebury, Indiana at the Coachmen Catalina factory. We're going to take a look at this really cool new floor plan from the folks over at Catalina. This thing is super cool. This is a legacy edition. If you looked at the thumbnail, you probably already kind of see what's going on over here. Very cool setup. Let's take a close look at this thing. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Okay, so starting up front, and then we'll work our way back. I don't have the weight sticker on this unit yet, so I can't provide that to you. This rides on a BAL frame. One of the big perks of the BAL NXG frame is the fact that it's all huck bolted together. So there is some welding where the A-frame meets the mounting brackets, and there's some welding going on here, of course, but the vast majority of the components are actually bolted together versus welded together. And they claim that it's a significantly stronger frame because of that. So that's what they say about it. It has the BAL LS 5.3 auto leveling system up front. You have a spot for two 20-pound propane cans right here. You could fit two batteries down here pretty easily. I love the front nose. I love that dark look to it. Really looks nice. For a stick and tin unit, this just really stands out. It's super bold, especially when we get to the back and you see what they're doing back there. You can see, again, your auto leveling legs down here. Your front pass-through storage, as well as your Go Power 30 amp solar charge controller. So this does have solar on the roof. This has what they call the Catalina power package. You have your large awning right here with LED light strip underneath it. This is going to be the 283 Epic. Has JBL sound system, Go Power solar on it as well. I don't know exactly how much power is on it. It does have your connections here for your TV, and you can have your cable there as well. JBL speakers on the outside. That's really nice. You typically see cheap speakers, and they put a JBL sound system all the way around. Outside of your furnace, outside of your water heater. Underneath, it has Rainier ST tires. So these aren't what I would consider to be horrible tires, but they're not what I would consider to be great tires. I would prefer to see like a Goodyear tire on here. But these Rainiers come on a lot of cargo trailers, and quite frankly, they hold up pretty well. They're not, like I said, horrible tires. You can see how everything's huck bolted here. Does not have an upgraded suspension equalizer or greasable wet bolts and heavy duty shackle straps. I do wish they'd put them on here. I wish they'd put those on every single trailer built. I just wish it was an upgrade that you would see on all of them. The back auto leveling leg. Now right here is where things get really special. And as we walk to the back, check this out. This is crazy. You have this huge window right here. The whole back is pretty much windows, and then you have another huge window on the other side. When we go in the back, you're going to see what's going on. This is absolutely nuts. Plus, you have this back patio with a nice covered area, another JBL speaker. Nice and covered. You have two gutters up here. That's kind of interesting. And then two gutters on the other side. All LED lighting back here, I believe. Yes, it is all LED lighting. You have your MORryde step above step to take you up to the back, as well as one for the main entry over there. So, you know what? Let's go up the back right here and see what it's all about. Okay. So stepping up into the back patio of this unit, let me go inside. Then I'm going to quickly swing around. So you see the big window right here. See the big window right here. All right, now we're inside looking out. So again, you got this big patio right here that is covered with speakers and lights, or a speaker and two lights. You have a big sliding door right here and a screen door, which is really cool. And then you have these enormous windows right here. Now, when they built these, they didn't specifically have a window this big. So they used a sliding door, and then they simply sealed it together. So you have brackets to hold it, so these don't open. These aren't meant to open. I actually even saw if they could remove those brackets, if you could open them if you wanted to. And that's possible, I suppose, but they are not designed to be opened, even though they are on a sliding track. So I'm just hinting that, you know, if you really wanted to open these, you could probably experiment with them and figure a way to do so. But apparently there is sealant that you would have to break free. So that is cool. I mean, check this out. When I spoke with the general manager out here, he basically said, I wanted a unit that when you go camping, you are surrounded by nature. He's a camper. And he said, I remember growing up, you wanted to be out there with nature. Just check out this space. Now, some of you may have noticed something that was on the ceiling. not the air conditioner, but the Samsung projector. So check this out. They install a projector up here, and on this side you have a screen that actually pulls down. So if you want to turn this into movie night, you can really turn it into movie night. You can block this window completely. You have some curtains to block that window there, as well as the back window, and you can have a really nice, cozy, kind of secluded space if you want it. So that is really, really cool. Up top is a GE air conditioner, and they actually will have this air conditioning system with heat pump automatically on these units. So that is awesome as well, so you don't need to run your furnace. You can see some of your ducting. So this is a direct dump air conditioner. And right here, you're going to see your second AC unit, which is ducted. This is also a GE air conditioning unit. As we pan around and look inside of the kitchen space, this is a good sized kitchen dinette area. So you have your living room space right here, and then you have a dinette, which can turn into a bed. Underneath, you have storage as well. And then you have some baskets under there with some additional storage under the seating area. This is a huge dinette. I love that it's wraparound and that you could easily drop that down and have a nice sleeping area for the kids. And it's pretty dang long too. This style of dinette is going to give you the most space when you convert it into a bed. Plus you have another huge window right here, another window over here, and it just looks really nice. Tons of light coming into this unit. If you were sitting here eating breakfast, you have all of this light. You have so much visibility, especially if you're parked next to something very scenic. So I love what they've done here. Moving into the kitchen, thermofoil countertops. Be careful not to put anything super hot on these. They're relatively durable. Just keep in mind that this isn't what I would consider to be like a solid surface countertop, like a Corian or a granite or a quartz. So you can damage these if you're not careful. Other than that, they're relatively reliable. But if you're in an area with extreme heat and humidity, you know, it's not going to be the most durable in the long run. And these are things that I'm also talking to them about, so they're aware of, but it's not a bad material. I have it in the Surveyor, it works well. The main thing you're going to want to keep an eye on is the humidity content in your RV. So trying to keep your RV, you know, dehumidified is going to help, just like you would in your home or anywhere else. Water and humidity can cause damage. You have drawers in here. Wow, they put a divider. I did not expect that. So you have 3 drawers. I love seeing drawers in a kitchen in an RV. If there aren't drawers, I don't even really consider it a kitchen. You have to have some type of a drawer. I love the fact that they put the little glass washer right here. Nice little straining rack for the top of your sink. It is a plastic sink, but they do give you a nice upgraded faucet here that extends out and has a sprayer head to it. Up here you can see that they equip it with GE Profile appliances. You have some cabinetry. I wasn't expecting a shelf in there, so they give you a little bit more storage capability in there where you can put like glasses and plates, things like that, which is nice. Coming around, we have our compact microwave right here. Beneath it you have a 3-burner gas cooktop, a nice compact oven, great for cookies or a pie. You have your GE 12-volt refrigerator here as well, with freezer on top. Big fan of this setup. It's nice and lockable as well, so whenever you're traveling, the doors aren't going to open. No carpet in this unit at all. You have your heat vents here in the bottom. Some people like it, some people don't. If you're in it for the cosmetic aspect, you might not like it, but if you're looking for heating efficiency, you probably do like it. I love what they're doing up here as well. So typically you see tons of staples that hold these on, but instead of staples, they're using a very, very strong construction adhesive now that really makes things look clean, so you don't have like all these staples everywhere like you typically see on the trim work of a lot of RVs. Let's see what the blinds look like. So this has standard pleated blinds. It's a nice dark blind though, but I would have preferred like a roller shade here, like a dark roller shade. But in a unit like this where everything you're trying to focus on is the amount of light you can get into this unit, it might not be needed for some folks. Got your pantry right here, huge shelves. I do wish that these were adjustable. That would have been really nice to have some adjustability to these shelves. Maybe not even quite as deep. Maybe if they went to like here and then they gave you some hanging areas right here, or a spot for like a broom or a mop, things like that. That might have been a little bit more space, because this thing is super deep. It's probably all of 2 feet deep, and that's a lot of space. Over here are your cabinets. So you have more storage right here as well. You have some storage on top with some power up there also. Your thermostat's right here. You have another power spot right here. So this unit is loaded with power outlets. That's typically something you don't see in a lot of RVs, and you kind of have to hunt for them sometimes. But if you have a vacuum, you could easily plug it in right there. If you have a clock or something else you want to put right here, you probably could. Not an ideal spot for a coffee maker. That's a better spot for a coffee maker right there, and you got power right above it also. You have a nice little backsplash right here. I feel like they should have wrapped it around a little bit, made it a little bit more dimensional. Working our way to the bathroom. So right here you have your bathroom. It is a pass-through bathroom to get to the bedroom. You got your plastic toilet right here. It is a foot flush toilet. Got some space right here for some towels and toiletries. On this side you have more cabinet space underneath your sink. Plastic sink. Nice sized medicine cabinet with a mirror on it. Then you have your cornered shower right here. It's a reasonable sized shower. Good head height in here as well. This is probably all of, I'm guessing, close to 7 feet. So you could be relatively tall in this unit and have plenty of space. Coming into the master bedroom, queen size bed. Plenty of room on the ends. These are huge nightstands, and this is essentially the area above the pass-through storage. You got power and USB on both sides. Under the bed, got a good amount of storage under here as well, and that's boxed off around that pass-through storage again. Looks like you have mirrors on each one of your doors. Good amount of storage here also. Got some cabinets up top. It kind of passes through right there. I probably would have suggested to put another cabinet door right here, or maybe even like French door style. That way you can utilize that space a little bit more better, a little bit more conveniently. More storage there as well. This is cool. What do you guys think? I like the interior. This is awesome, especially if you, again, have a piece of property that you're going to be wanting to really set something up so you can see the scenery. If you're parked next to a lake, if you're parked, you know, in an area where there's tons of beautiful scenery around you, this is really cool. And this, I believe, is the first time they've done this floor plan with an actual travel trailer. Every time they've made a floor plan like this with the back patio, it's been a destination style trailer. And that's the big difference here. Destination trailers are typically meant to be taken somewhere and kind of left there for a long time. A travel trailer is something you can travel around with, something you can take with you. And this is really cool, which means you could use this more in more areas to camp in versus something that, again, is kind of designed to be left somewhere. But what's nice about this is, even though you have all these windows right here, which I know a lot of people are going to be, you know, curious about the amount of heat that comes in, you have a direct dump AC directly above it. That's awesome, which means you can get cool air on you to cool this space down, even though you're likely going to have heat coming in from one direction or another from the sun. But what do you guys think? This is a really, really cool RV. I'm a big fan of these, and there's a lot of them that are now hitting the market, and everyone's trying to do it in their own unique way, do things a little bit differently. I like what they've done here. I like some of the innovation they've put into it, and I love the living space because it's super cozy. You got your bar stools right here. You got a little area or ledge so you can work and do homework or whatever you need to do with the kiddos. You got a nice sized dinette, plus you have this theater seating right here so you can watch TV on a giant projector screen. This is just really, really cool. And these windows are reflective, so it's going to reflect back some of the heat, but of course you're still going to get some heat inside of here from it. Overall though, this is a really, really cool floor plan. I would love to know what your thoughts are. Leave a comment below. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.